I didn't make a fancy intro this time. I ran out of time to do that because I was paying too much attention to my eyeshadow. This isn't a very good intro song, but I made it for you anyway. There you go. Hi. At this point, I don't know if I press start, if it's actually going to start. So I figured I would just start it with a really, really weird song, I guess, just in case it stutters a bit. And then maybe people will catch me. And when it starts for them, I'll be like, but at least they'll know that they're in and it's live. So, hey.
Seems to be working now, my sweet.
Excellent. So, hi, everybody. This is Heather from CysterWigs, and
I'm not.
This is true.
Yes, I'm Nigel, and I'm confused. See, being a manly male of the guy persuasion, I didn't know what French braids were, and this looks bloody complicated.
So we're having a braiding contest, basically.
You win.
No, you don't understand. Okay, so here's a little bit of background. I gotta move this leg. It's like way too bright. Okay. All right, I want you guys to see my makeup. I don't want it to be super washed out. So the truth of the matter is I have terrible carpal tunnel, so I won't be wearing a brace because, you know, I want to handicap myself a little bit just in case, because I have tried this before. I have never successfully French braided hair, not once in my life. And unlike Nigel, I have actually tried. So I actually think we're pretty evenly matched.
That's what you think.
You have better hand-eye coordination. And look, the instructions we got have pictures. So I actually want to give credit to the person who did this. Give me a sec. I have her name printed out here so we can let everybody know whose instructions we're using. So I got this off of instructables.com. The lady who made it, her name is Becky Stern, and her instructions look the best to me out of all the ones I was looking at. You know, it had pictures. She's very detailed. She goes really, really slow. Yes, all day, yes. So those are the instructions we're going to use. You want to show them a little bit? Like big picture. She did a great job. So we just printed out those instructions.
And I've been looking at them for like the last 15 minutes. And
I have not really looked at them much. I just read it. That's all. So I think the nicest way to do this when we actually get started, because we are going to stall a little bit just to give people an opportunity to log on.
Grab a section of hair at the front as you did in lessons 2 and 3. I didn't have lesson 1. Oops. By the way, all the stuff you requested, all the equipment you requested, my suite is right here. So, hooray.
Oh boy, why did you agree to do this if it was this dire?
Because I adore you.
Oh my God.
And I want to help out.
Dude.
I want to grow the brand.
Well, yay. But I don't want to like torture you.
It's not going to be
live broadcast.
Heather, it's not like the game show from what is it? It's not the game show from Time Bandits where if I fail, one of my loved ones is going to be drowned in a vat of custard or anything like that. It's just a bit of a laugh on YouTube.
Well, all right. Well, that's kind of what I was hoping it would be. This is not me trying to like show that I'm like better or anything.
I know.
Like, no, because I'm pretty terrible at this, or else I wouldn't have suggested it.
That's all right. No worries.
Oh, and just so I get the tagline in there, hi there, wig lovers. It's like it feels like I'm missing something when I don't say that. So let's see. Just in case you are new to what we do here, this is very laid back. You've probably caught on to that already, but I made a little disclaimer that we're gonna put down there. Also, just like last week, this is going to be in 720p and not 1080p. And then there's a little content note that I made. So hooray! So before we get started with the battle royale, I thought maybe it might be kind of fun if I do something that I never see people do in any live videos. Maybe they do, maybe I don't catch it, but it seems like most people who do beauty videos, they do their lashes off camera. I understand why, because it is really rough and I struggle like sincerely with this. So I've done most of my makeup and I'm going to apply magnetic lashes. I've got my little mirror over here and I've got my little makeup brushes and we're just going to use this Glamnetic stuff. I'm using their eyeliner and these are the, what kind of lashes are you, friend? Does it say anywhere on you? The Venus. It's fancy. It's sparkly.
Sparkly.
Ooh.
By the way, Shelley, for the record, no, I'll be not braiding my own hair. We've to make the playing field even, we'll both be working on a Bardo prototype in what color is it?
Bubblegum Pop
Blonde.
I made a little thingy for that too. I
Hooray.
came prepared. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're both going to be using the exact same wig and the exact same color. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk a little bit about my hair and makeup, and then we'll talk about the cocktail, and then we will do this battle. So I'm drinking the cocktail now. This is like foreshadowing. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm going to make my own when we get to discussing it.
I need to put that somewhere so I can get access to this mirror.
Okay.
So, how's everybody's week going? Like,
well, Liz is looking forward to seeing the magnetic lashes and how they're done.
Excellent, because this is something I struggle with so hard. I'm actually going to be using 2 different brushes for this. I am not going to use this applicator because I am all thumbs and I don't want to make a mess, particularly after I spent so much time trying to blend all this crazy warm eyeshadow out. By the way, this is the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. And I will try to maybe be a little bit more detailed about it, take a picture of it for Instagram or something like that. I also used Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk eyeliner because it's kind of a burgundy color. And then I lined my waterline with white to try to open it up a little bit because these colors can be really warm on me. Last week, I think somebody asked, can you mix cool tones with warm tones and stuff like that? And the answer is yes. You just have to be super deliberate about how you do it. And the more the colors clash, the more skill you have to use. You have to blend a lot. You have to make it look really soft, or you have to make it look deliberately harsh so you don't end up looking like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show or something like that. You want to make sure that it shows off your skill, because if it clashes with your hair or anything else, the eyes of everybody is going to go directly towards that clash, and it's going to be attention grabbing. So you want to make sure that if you're grabbing people's attention in that manner, that you're kind of showing them something interesting that looks intentional. Otherwise, they're going to think that you don't know color theory. And for the record, this is the Moonlit Orchid R, and this is on Grayson. I have used a little bit of Synthetic Safe hairspray on this one. And the purple and the kind of orangey colors here, they are complementary colors. So they are in direct opposition with each other in color theory. So it's very jarring. But yeah, you can totally mix the two. You just have to be careful about it. Sorry if that was a little long-winded. I have 2 makeup brushes here. I'm going to use this flat one to apply the Glamnetic liner. This is the MAC 212. It's kind of like a flat-edged, straight brush. Boop, boop, boop. And then I've got this one to clean up anything if I make a mess. This is the MAC 210. I think it's like a lip brush. So I'm going to let you kind of take over the conversation for a little bit, honey.
Okay.
So I can concentrate on this, or else I will make a complete mess.
All right. Well, someone asked me, I think it was, who was it here? Let me see. It was Shelley asked if I could read the instructions out, so I will do this.
All right.
Grab a section of hair at the front, as you did in lessons 2 and 3, which I didn't have.
Me neither.
Or lesson 1.
Me
Divide
neither.
it into 3 sections and start a crossing over braid. Complete a stitch or 2. The next time you are ready to cross over the section to your face, grab an additional bit of hair from your scalp nearby. Incorporate it into the braid section and cross the whole thing over to the center position. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side near your part. Use your fingernail or comb to scoop up a neighboring section of hair to become part of the braided section as you cross it over. Then do it again on the side closer to your face. Smooth the sections as you go, either with your fingers or a brush. It's okay if it doesn't look neat, since when was anybody's first attempt perfect, or second for that matter?
I like that she put that in there.
Yeah. We'll reflect and improve upon your technique later in this lesson. And yeah, she's got some darn good pictures in here, but there's just one thing that gets me about it, is how the hell can she do this on the top of her own head without looking?
I know! Isn't that incredible how people do that? That's amazing. If you're one of those people that knows how to French braid your own hair, you are like a superhero. I don't know how you manage to even keep your arms above your head that long.
Mm-mm.
That's amazing.
Utterly beyond my capacity to comprehend. I'm going to move that.
Yeah, thank you. I do not want to destroy things.
There.
I may have to apply a double coat because I always try to be a little bit sparing with this stuff because it's a little clumpy. So now that I'm doing the side that is actually facing the camera, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I might have to break out a new bottle of this stuff actually because I think it might be slightly too clumpy to get the job done.
Yes, Shelley, it not only sounds very complicated, it looks very complicated.
I know. That's part of the challenge, though. So this is Velour brand, so I'm going to be using that. Oh, this is already much better.
Barbara says, see, told you need 3 hands.
Yeah, I don't know if we're even going to be able to pull this off. In my whole life, I have never been able to do this.
Shelley says maybe she has mirrors on the ceiling. She's not even looking up. She doesn't even appear to be looking in a mirror. She just got her eyes sort of down and is fumbling around by touch.
She has a lesson about how to do that on there. But I mean, I think that's actually one of the best parts about being a wig wearer is you can style your hair when it's not on your head.
Yes, and Liz just says that's why wigs are so great. You can do it on a wig stand. Well,
absolutely.
We've got those on hand, Liz, and I'm still going to suck at it.
But that's why it's funny, dear. That's why it's funny.
Yes.
Okay, so now that I'm doing the side that is near the camera, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm just really coating the bottom of this really nicely so it'll leave a really nice line. And when I put it on, which I might be covering it up by doing this, but you really want to angle the brush down. And because I want a really nice firm application, I'm holding the brush like really close up, because you get more pressure when you hold it like this. And I'm really just taking the flat edge of this and going, I'm almost like tight lining with it, you know, but not quite. But I'm getting really, really close to that lash line. And that's where I'm starting. And I don't go all the way over or all the way over. My big issue when I wear lashes is that I have really round eyes. Oh, I already made a mess. See, I can't walk and chew gum, so why do I think that I can talk and apply this stuff at the same time? See, that's why it's nice to have a little extra fine tip brush around, or even like a precision tip Q-tip, because you can clean that stuff up as you go, so you don't have to like redo everything you're doing.
Liz is asking what you're putting on.
This is Velour brand Lash and Go eyeliner and lash adhesive hybrid. Oh goodness, I think that this may not actually be, I've never used this stuff before because the stuff I was using was too clumpy. It wasn't gonna work. So I actually don't know if this is actual lash glue. It might actually be lash glue.
Jackie says your eyeshadow is gorgeous. Those are the 2 colors in my son's wedding next month, so I better start practicing. Congratulations to you and yours, Jackie.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. It's nice to hear in these challenging times that people are still living their lives, you know,
yes.
and doing what they want to do.
Tammy says I can French braid my own hair. Well done. But I can't blend my makeup as beautifully as Heather. Did she highlight her nose?
I did actually, just a little bit. Trying to think of what I used. I actually used the Cherry Bomb palette. Oh, I don't remember who makes that one. Would you be willing to go grab it?
Is it in the
Yeah,
bathroom?
it's Cherry Bomb. It's like it's a blush palette. It's quite warm. You would think with a name like Cherry Bomb it would be, you know, cool toned almost, but it's not. It's almost like peachy. I don't know if this is lash glue or Well, we will figure it out.
Juno and Co.
That's who makes it. It's a beautiful little palette. The highlight is insane. It is very, 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 very sparkly.
That's what that looks like.
So if you don't want a glittery highlight, I do not recommend that one. Oh, goodness gracious.
Great Balls of Fire?
I dropped the thing. Well, at least they get to look at the top of this wig.
See if I can get this to show on the camera there. There you go. That's what that looks like. That's the cherry bomb.
It's very pretty.
Put that back.
Okay.
I'll put this to the side in case anyone wants another look at it.
We're gonna take a minute because either way I'm gonna have to let this dry, right? But I think what I might need to do is have you go into another tab and Google this for me.
Google what?
This, because I don't know if this is like lash glue that doubles as an eyeliner or if this is like magnetic liner. I can work with either. I have both kinds of lashes here, so I'm not sweating it either way. I just want to make sure I use the right kind of lashes.
Lash adhesive hybrid.
So it's an adhesive. Okay, I can do that. I got other lashes. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. While you're doing that, Heather, I'm going to show off the cocktail. Here we go, folks. Today's cocktail is just a very simple mixer. We went out to the liquor store a few weeks back and splurged, and here's what we ended up with. We got some cat head. Get that there. Can you read that? There you go. Cat head. This is honeysuckle vodka. And it's just ever so, I mean, I know it's got like blue sky on the back of the label, but it's still, the drink itself is itself slightly very, very pale blue.
Can you hand me the velour stuff?
The velour stuff?
Yeah.
There you go. We've got some Ocean Spray Diet 5 Cran Mango. And we have chilled filtered water to dilute. And all you need to do, take your glass, bit of the honeysuckle vodka in the bottom, take your cran mango, about halfway up the glass. And then top up with the chilled water. And that's it. And what you end up with is nice and refreshing and looks like it was made in the 1980s. I don't.
The Miami Vice theme because I do.
I do not hear the Miami Vice theme because I'm not.
It starts with the drum machine.
I'm not familiar. I never watched Miami Vice.
Oh, I feel.
Tasty.
Well, that wouldn't be the adjective I would have chosen.
But I'm talking about the cocktail. But yeah. So again, for the record.
I do need to get back in front of that mirror so this adhesive will work.
Sure. A little bit of honeysuckle vodka, a little bit of cran mango, top it up with water, done and dusted. Well, over to you.
Thank you, honey. I think he just really wanted that drink because I wasn't ready for that yet. I had just applied lash adhesive. So I've been reapplying lash adhesive. So that way it's still sticky. Because the difference between the magnetic stuff and the like real deal stuff is that the real deal stuff gets tacky. You know, you want it to get a little dry so that way it gets tacky and then you put it on there. But you don't want to put it on wet because it'll take your makeup off with it. It won't be ready to stick. And then if you wait too long, it'll dry and then it won't really work as well. So, alrighty. Virgin with this product. See how it goes. These lashes that I'm about to put on are crazy. They are crazy. This is what they look like in the thingy. Put it up against my sleeve so you can see. They're crazy. These are Violet Voss lashes. They're synthetic. I'm trying to see what she calls them. I donut care. That's what it says.
Barbara says, now I hear the Miami Vice theme. I'm highly suggestible when it comes to music. Also picturing pastel t-shirts under suit jackets.
Yes. So I'm just gonna apply some more of this. Just to be on the safe side. Might put some on the lash itself. I don't know. Maybe in the middle. I don't want to put it on the edges because I want to be able to position this. So we're going to wait for this to dry, and then I'll kind of show you. Now, this is tricky for me. I am not like super gifted when it comes to putting on lashes. In fact, I struggle pretty hard. But we will make it go. Since these aren't magnetic, I can use my little metal applicator thingy. I'm going to do this side first because this is my dominant hand. So I want to see where the edge of this is. It's still not completely where I want it to be. You can see where the edge of this is, and I'm probably going to hold this towards the middle just so I can see where the edge is. And I don't want to put this like, here we go. I'm just going to kind of let it dangle there for a second. I don't want to put it all the way over to the edge because I have really, really round eyes. I want it to look a little lifted, so that may even be a little bit too far over. The good news is I haven't stuck it down yet. I'm just going to use my hand for that. And so I can play with it a little bit. And then when I'm ready, I'm just going to kind of pinch it. And over here, I'm going to do the same. Now, I try not to put glue all the way over on the edge. So it might flap a little bit, but that's just because my eyes are really round. And sometimes the lashes will fight with my natural lashes and it will feel very uncomfortable on the edges. So there we go. Voila! They're on, aside from this little guy. I said that too soon. And I'm making a mess. I knew it.
This says, oh,
There
wow,
we go.
that really makes your large eyes pop.
I may have to clean this up a little bit. Thank you, Liz. I still, like you see, I still kind of struggle with this. And I might have to put a little bit in there because I think that this is kind of a heavy lash and it doesn't want to stay down. So I'm just going to use this MAC. What is this again? A 210. Making a mess. I'm making a mess. And I'm making a mess. That's all right. Kind of take on a Bob Ross philosophy to that stuff. It's like, if you make a mess, just kind of play with it. It might turn into something better than you planned in the first place. Or not, but it's good to keep an open mind. I'm just going to grab an extra brush and clean this up a little bit. I'm going to try to get away with using just this Clinique Moisture Surge so that way I don't accidentally strip off too much of my eyeshadow. You can talk, Nigel, if you want. Cause
well, I don't know when you... Anyway, anyway, you want me to talk? Stop interrupting me. John's threatening to get me a tailored white suit to go with the Miami Vice look.
This does not want to go down, and I'm going to stop playing with it because I think that it's going to be fine. Whatever. Who cares? But yeah, maybe next time around if I wear these again, I'll just trim them a little bit. When you trim them, by the way, trim them from the outside so that way this still kind of tapers down properly. All right, so I'm going to do the other one now. These are such pretty lashes, though.
They do. They do look good.
Yeah. And I actually kind of like how, because I applied these a little too high up, that on purpose, that it kind of opens up the eye a little bit. What I don't like is that it's on my finger. I gotta try to take some of that off.
Yeah, it's funny. You're talking about the magnetic lashes earlier. They look surprisingly easy to deal with once you get the hang of applying the magnetic goop to your eye.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to wait for glue. They just.
Yeah, no, I struggle with these regular adhesive ones, but I try to just kind of roll with it, because if it's a challenge, then that's a good thing. Even if I screw it up, it gives me that level of experience, and I don't mind doing that on camera, because maybe we could all kind of learn from my mistakes. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see.
Shelley's saying, I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I cannot see anyone's comments but my own. Sorry to hear that, Shelley. I wish I could figure out how to help, but I know we're definitely getting it to work on laptops and so forth.
I'm going to do the second one. Let's see. Would you guys like to... Would you like to talk to anybody?
Michelle's got a good question.
Okay.
Do you curl and mascara your own lashes before applying the false lashes?
Yes. And I did that in this case.
Excellent. Well, that answers that for you then, Cheryl. Yeah. Kind of warm in here today. We've started to crawl into the mid 70s, low 80s down around where we're living now. That's not to brag. It's just saying, that's why I'm wearing shorts today.
I know that the AC is on.
The AC has started to kick in. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty.
Miami Vice and moonlighting, says Barbara, when TV had some style.
Oh, moonlighting.
I don't remember that too well. All I remember is a lot of people talked about it when it was on, and it wasn't my cup of tea. But then again, I was, 10 at the time?
That will make a difference.
11?
All right,
yeah.
You need to behave.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. Or are you talking to your eyelashes?
I'm talking to these pesky lashes. There's a reason why people typically don't do this on camera.
Well,
that's all right. I'm going to run with it anyway, because I think that means that I need to do it on camera at least once, that I struggle with it too.
Michelle says one secret is not to play too much with them after the first application, as that's when messes are made.
That's absolutely right. That's what I was dealing with over on the other freaking side. Plus, I didn't go quite far enough.
Are those lashes good for sensitive eyes, says Joan. Excellent question.
I would say that I don't know if there are any lashes that are really going to be good for super, super sensitive eyes. I struggle. I typically don't wear my makeup for very long. If I'm wearing lashes, it's usually like towards the end of a shoot, and it's probably like the last look that I end up doing. Just because I can't tolerate them very well. In fact, I can't tolerate a lot of my favorite makeup very well, but it's still worth doing, if it looks really good. It's just, I end up paying the price for it. My face will break out and all kinds of stuff. And I'm dealing with quite a significant breakout at the moment, so I'm kind of stoked that it's not showing up too much on camera right now. Yay.
Well, that's your makeup skills.
I give the credit for that one to Charlotte Tilbury and Pat McGrath, because I used Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood filter in with my primer. And then I used Pat McGrath's blurring powder, which I'm kind of addicted to. It's amazing. But yeah. All right. So let's see. What do we got here? You want to start doing the epic braid battles of history.
Epic braid battles of history. Hello. Versus Nigel. Ben.
Unfortunately, neither one of us can rap, though.
Speak for yourself, white woman.
Hey. All right, so let's see what we got. Oh, and as you probably saw, Nigel's recipe was honeysuckle punch. That was what went into it. Let's do this.
Right. Wendy says, I was late. Beautiful wig, Heather. What's it called in color, please?
This is my Grayson. This is one of my heat-friendly wigs from the limited collection, and this is in Moonlit Orchid R. I wanted to pair it with the really intense, warm eyeshadow, because I thought that would be really striking. So I figured you could probably, I should go first. So that way you can see where I struggle and what I do, and I think that might help. Maybe.
As you wish.
I mean, is that cool? Because typically, like when I watch reality shows, like competitive reality shows, nobody wants to go first, like ever. So that I think that I'm actually going to be a team player.
Well,
I think.
well, this isn't RuPaul's Best Friend race, so.
Your RuPaul's Drag Race isn't RuPaul's Best Friend race. But I have to live with you still after this. So
Liz says, is that an 8 root on that color?
this is a 10. It is a 10, so it's kind of an ashy or brown color.
Well, Kelly, the reason we're not going to do this at the same time is just it's going to be 10 minutes of dead air watching us go, oh, shit.
Yeah. We're going to time it. So,
Damn it.
So here's basically how it's going to go. We both get 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, we have to do our very best to try to make a French braid happen. Just a basic French braid. And then I'll also get that. But you know what I mean? Like, it has to just be a basic French braid. Nothing fancy. Don't have to do it in pigtails or do like a halo wrap around or anything like that. Just basic, you know, like tweens do this to each other kind of braid. But I've never been able to do it, and he's never tried. So this is going to be kind of entertaining. And hopefully, if anybody else like me or Nigel, well, mainly me, because I don't think he's ever been in a situation where he's had to know how to do this. But
never.
If you've ever been like me and you've tried and not been able to, maybe this will help you learn how to do it too, and maybe laugh at our expense a little, which is fine by me.
I've got a head and a scalp on a stick, Heather.
And it's green. Is it like an alien?
Dunno.
That's phenomenal.
Oh.
Do you want me to help you by reading the instructions while you do this? Would that be helpful
If
at all?
you hold up the pictures for me.
Sure.
All right. I've already gone and pinned this head to the pinned the hair to the head. That sounds really, really vicious. Solo Thopnaka Italia.
Oh, can you get rid of the thingy? Oh, wait, I was going to go first.
Well,
I just made a big deal about how I was going to go first.
That's all right, my treasure, because you put up the banner saying I would go next.
See, this drink, I've only had half of it. This is all I've had so far, and it didn't take much. Well, I still think maybe I should try first, just so you can see, you know, where I screw up, and that way maybe it helps you.
Okay, well, just show me the pictures and I'll give it a go.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I'm so impressed. Okay. Absolutely. You sure you're ready?
Let me move this over so
I think given that we should give you 12 minutes instead of 10.
No.
No?
That's not necessary.
Okay.
Move this up a bit. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and do it on the side that's facing the camera there.
Oh. You know what? Give me just a sec. I want to go to grab my other phone in this other room because I'm you. Ah.
Hi. How you doing, folks? Having fun? Got some cocktails? Speaking of which, where's my drink?
It's over here.
May I have it, please?
Of course.
Thank you very much, my treasure.
Oh, I wanted to show them
my
trousers.
Your trousers.
I said trousers. Mwah. It's called Cat's Tooth. Cat's Tooth. It's got little kitty cats.
Instead of houndstooth.
All over. They got little eyeballs and little mouths. It's so cute.
Where'd you pick that up again? Was that a mail order thing?
These are Beta brand. I bought these. They did not send them to me, though. You know, if they'd like to send me more, I'd be fine with that. But they're super cute. I might take another picture of them really up close and put it on Instagram. You know, not that I'm not actively chasing an endorsement with them. I just really think they're cute. And they're made out of like yoga pant material, so they're really comfortable.
Okay. Well, I've done the prep work. I've done some combing.
Okay. Are you all set? Because I gotta set the timer.
Okay, set the timer.
Give me just a sec. But the first instruction is grab a section of hair at the front, as you did in lessons 2 and 3.
Which we did not.
But you just want to make 3 sections on the top of the wig.
Okay. Actually, I can think of it.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, go.
And here's the picture.
Thank you, my treasure.
Let me show this up a little bit. So, do you have enough light, or do you need me to turn the overhead?
Oh, I've got enough light, I think.
Okay.
There's a little bit less hair there. There you go.
Yeah, she's not grabbing super huge sections on top.
Yeah, I'm trying. Let's see. I'm trying to get these separated. You gotta keep them separated.
I think you're doing an admirable job so far.
And we'll see. We shall see.
Are you
all I think of when I see this is pterodostro.
I think you should try maybe, I mean, this tutorial, she's showing you how to do one side.
I'm trying to do one side.
Oh, that'll look very 80s. Okay, that's cool.
Well, I'm not going to do it on both sides. Yeah, I'm just trying going what she's showing, and oh boy. All right.
It's all right.
I don't know if any of you fine folks are into paleontology or not, but in Argentina they discovered a pterodactyl called pterodostro, which means southern wing, and it's got a head exactly like this. It's got upcurved beak with some bristles in it, so it can filter feed like a flamingo. Just that. Something went off. Was it that? Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's see what I can do with this then.
That cocktail's very nice. So, okay, she does say divide it into 3 sections and start a crossing over braid. Complete a stitch or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me when you get that far. This is fun. I'm sorry that my laughter took you off a little bit in that last bit, but honestly, I'm just having a good time.
That's the main thing.
I've always wanted to learn how to do this.
I haven't, but but I'm going to, it looks like. Okay.
You ready for the next step?
I've got the next step.
Okay, so the next time you're getting ready to cross over the section closer to your face,
Which is the bottom,
okay,
I suppose.
grab an additional bit of hair from your scalp nearby.
Okay. Pterodostro clip. Boom.
I don't know what they actually sounded like.
Neither do I. I'm guessing a sort of screeching.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. We'll scare all of our watchers away. Or wouldn't it be fun if they were actually like songbirds and they had really elaborate, pretty songs, but like in an alto register because they're big?
Well, it's interesting because I was reading an article about them when they were first discovered, and because of their filter feeding lifestyle, it was theorized that they would be pink pterodactyls. Yeah, going the flamingo route.
Would they'd have feathers, wouldn't they?
No, they'd have sort of fur.
Weird.
Yeah, pterodactyls were furry.
Oh, people seem to really like the information that you're throwing out about the dinosaurs. He knows a lot about dinosaurs, like a ton. He is very, 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 very knowledgeable about that stuff. And it's very interesting. It's just like, I don't even know how to wrap my head around the whole concept of dinosaurs. Like, we've been to the British Museum of Natural History and all that stuff. And I've seen the fossils. It still blows my mind that timelines that vast even exist for animals to have lived that long ago. Let's see. Are you ready for the next step?
Oh, I thought, okay. Yeah, I think I am.
Oh, okay. Incorporate it into the braid section and cross the whole thing over to the center position.
Okay.
She shows you here. So you took a little bit of hair from the scalp and then cross it over into the center.
Oh, I've been doing that.
Oh, and add some from the other side. So you're kind of alternating.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Oh.
I think, sort of, ish. This is turning into.
Is it working out?
I'm gonna say no one's died yet.
Well, thank goodness I'm the only other person that's actually in the room with you.
So yeah, that's good.
Unless this is like The Ring, it'll be a horror movie called The Braid.
This is looking pretty horrific.
Wait, let me see.
It started out okay, and then it just sort of went ah.
No, I think the issue is you need to. I don't know. Maybe it says here. Literally every other time. Maybe some of you can help us. Like it seems like every other time you're grabbing some from this side and then a little bit from this side.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's just sort of going. Oh boy.
You know what? It's heroic of you to even try this. So I think it's going okay, honey.
Like I said, hasn't killed anyone yet, so.
Like, it's one of those situations where if we had a daughter and you did that to her hair, all of the other, like, mothers would be like, oh, you know, like she's trying. No, that's super awesome.
Oh, I see. That's where I went wrong, and I tried to cross the wrong strand. That's what went wrong. Yeah, it still looks pretty.
Do you need the pictures?
No, I've got a basic idea of how to do a braid. It's just I've never done this before.
Well, from what I can see on here, you know, it is a braid. It's a braid still. I can still tell that it is one.
I'm glad you can.
I feel like this is one of those like sitcom sketches where have you ever seen this in a sitcom where they'll have like the male protagonist and the wife and she'll be like telling him how to fix the bathroom sink or something like that, and then the sink will explode or something. Like this feels kind of like that. Wendy says, I can braid hair on wigs. I find it easier to do without clips. That's just me. By the way, lovely autumn day here. Oh, Wendy, I bet that it is a nice relief to have some cooler weather after the summer you guys have had. Wowzers. It's been so incredibly hot. It's like every week when you give me a weather report about the temperature, I'd be like, I don't know if I could live like that. That's like living on the surface of the sun. So I love a little koala emoji, by the way. He's so cute. Cheryl says he's doing amazingly well for never having seen it. He's figuring it out without instructions.
No, because like I said, I was reading the instructions earlier, and I just thought,
I give you credit too. I think Cheryl's right. And then Silver Streak says, love the color as you braid. It's a kaleidoscope. He picked the color of today's wig.
Well, he wanted something. Oh, it's no. I'm calling it. It's done.
Wait, you still have? Well, you have 55 seconds. Are you forfeiting that? I guess.
I'm forfeiting the last 55 seconds. That is.
Oh.
Okay, folks. Here it is. That's about as far as I've gotten. It started out okay. As you can see, it started out okay, and then it just sort of.
I think you're being way too harsh on yourself. That's actually pretty good, considering that you've never tried this. You didn't look at this while you were doing it, which is still something. You were going by memory.
Well.
And the fact that we were talking to you the whole time. So I think that you did admirably well, and I am not just saying that because I married you.
Well, thank you, my treasure. But yeah, there you go. That's my sort of effort.
Hey, everybody's saying you did a good job.
Well, sorry, Deadpool, but it's not maximum effort.
I had to prove somebody who said bitch. Barbara White said the working strands in is the bitch of it. Ain't that the truth? That's the part I literally never get right, ever.
Agree completely right there. Cheers.
Yes. All right. Well, I think that my time has come.
Okay, well, would you like a refill on your beverage?
You're so kind.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, I like you. You're pretty cool.
All right.
And this one's mine, you said? Oh, wait, that one's yours. You already swapped them out.
I already swapped them out.
You are like a ninja. That's amazing.
Head ninja in charge.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. See, this is the sort of reason why I don't call myself an expert at some of this stuff, because, man, I am not a hairstylist. I would love to be. Like, I see some of the stuff that Kathleen does on the wigs, and I'm always so freaking impressed by it. But that's okay. I'm going to...
One ridiculously fluorescent 80s drink for you, my treasure.
Yay. Okay. The lashes have not fallen off my face yet, so we're doing good.
Hooray!
I might still lower this. I wanted to show it off, but it can't be too high up or else I'm not going to be able to... Ooh. The seat raises.
Yeah.
Oh, game changer.
Elisa, the reason we didn't pick a Ravens and Roses wig is because we wanted it to show up. The Ravens and Roses we feared would be too dark to show the texture.
Plus, we both, well, this was his idea. But he actually thought that the color would look really cool as he braided it down because of the way that this color is kind of stacked.
Barbara says, have another drink, he says. No sabotage here.
I kind of thought the same thing, but I don't care because it tastes good.
Are we starting yet?
No. I'm still putting the T-pins in and getting my stuff in place.
Okay. Meanwhile, that color is so fab, says Liz.
It is! I love this color. We actually made 2 versions of this color combination because I'm kind of playing around, and I'm letting you guys kind of vote by what you're buying and what you're putting on your wish lists, because that matters just as much. If you don't have a ton of money, that's okay. Your wish lists still matter to me. And so when you guys put stuff on your wish list or you sign up for the email alerts on the website for stuff that's sold out, it really tells me the kind of stuff I should be focusing on. And I know everybody would like lace front stuff, and I'm open to that. In fact, I have prototypes. So I was wondering if you guys would like to see some of the prototypes and maybe consider some fall pre-sales for these things, because they're not in production yet. I would just want to show them to you to see what you might have an interest in. Would you be open to that next week? Because I do have some stuff to show you.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, Stacy says, good job with the Orion slave girl braid, Nigel. Thank you, Stacy, especially since I have the manual dexterity of a Gorn. Star Trek humor.
All right, I think I'm gonna give it a whirl, but you're gonna have to walk me through it because.
All righty.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying yes to prototypes. All right. Take my money, she says. It's good stuff.
I want to aim this back just a little bit.
Are you going to consider pixie styles with color gradients?
I do have a pixie I can show you. And it's almost a textbook pixie. It's just a little bit more like a boy cut up in the front. But I do have something like that. So, yeah. Like, well, we can make a thing of that. So,
okay, Serene, you asked for it. She says, as long as you don't start reciting Vogon poetry.
Oh, friddled grunt bugly, thy micturations are to me as blurgled gabble blotchets on a lurgid bee. Group, I implore thee, thy footing turlindromes, and copiously drangle me with crinkly bindle wordles, else I shall rend thee in the gobberwarts with my blurgle cruncheon. See if I don't.
I haven't memorized many poems, but if you're going to memorize a poem, make sure it's one that can incapacitate an enemy at 50 paces.
You know, you British people, you weaponize poetry and you weaponize jokes.
And language. We invented the language. We can do things with it that would curl your hair, literally.
That make it a lot easier to perm a wig then. Are we ready now? Are we doing this? I might leave this.
Putty,
out.
putty, putty, green putty. Sorry. The Asgoths of Kriya. Serene will get that.
Oh my goodness, the geek factor is so high.
Grunthos the flatulent.
For anybody who doesn't get the reference, you want to tell them what that's from?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, folks. Weaponized poetry.
Yes.
Right. Grab a section at the...
Oh, wait. Did you start the timer? Because I don't want to start until you actually start.
Okay,
timer.
ready?
Yes.
Ready, begin!
Okay.
Hang on. There we go.
So I'm assuming, based on the stuff that I read to you, that I'm grabbing a section from each side. I sectioned off the front because I want to leave that hanging down in mine.
Like that.
I'm going to so screw this up. Okay. I'm not even going to try to make it neat looking. I'm going to go for intentionally sloppy because it's going to be sloppy anyway. So I want to pivot a little bit so you can actually see how I'm screwing up. So just do a regular braid, right?
Okay, Cheryl says, any tripod recommendations? I was hoping for one I could use for both wigs and cell phones cameras.
Well, I use this one, oh gosh. And it is one I got on Amazon. I mean, we could probably put some, I'm with Amazon's affiliate program. I can probably put a link in the description of this video once we're done with it if you're interested. I might forget though, but I will try not to.
I'll make a note on this.
Oh boy. Okay. We're incorporating a thing. It is a thing that is happening.
Links for blockheads and cameras.
Do this.
Buggered if I know.
Right? Like this requires a level of hand dexterity that I don't know if I have ever had.
Wendy James says, love longer style pixies. Hope you have something coming.
I'm trying to incorporate more long styles. I mean, I've developed a couple really cute long styles. It's just I'm refining them at the moment. And once they're oh my gosh. Once they're good to go, oh goodness. I think that sorry, I'm like struggling to get my hands to do this. Then we'll try to make sure we incorporate it into a live stream here.
Yes, Kathy, 42 exactly.
Oh, I think I lost this middle bit. How do people do this? Like
here I am, brain the size of a planet, and you're asking me how people can French braid. Do you want me to fall apart where I'm standing, or just go rust in a corner? I've got pain all down the diodes down my left side.
You picked a beautiful color for this, though.
Well, you wanted a light-ish color, so...
Oh, I think I'm doing okay.
Well done.
I think. That might be hubris.
Okay.
I might screw this up still, but I'm actually kind of encouraged.
Good.
Even though...
It looks pretty good on camera here.
Oh, boy.
For the record, Cheryl, if you're not familiar with A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it started out as a radio play, and then it turned into books, and then a TV series, and then finally a Disney movie. And
oh, I screwed something up.
The basic joke behind it is that millions and millions of years ago, an advanced
oh God, this is hideous.
race decided to make a computer to answer the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. So they've hooked up the computer and says it will take 7.5 million years to figure out. So 7.5 million years later, their descendants come back and they say, right, so what is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? And the computer says, 42. And they say, 42? Well, you didn't actually ask a question. Well, can you tell us the question? No. But I'll design a computer for you that can tell you what the question is. And it goes from there. But that's why 42. Life, the universe, and everything.
I don't know how people do this and make it look as clean as that girl did in that picture. She does such a good job.
What does this say?
I had to make it look extra sloppy or else it wouldn't even translate as a braid.
Let's see.
So
Just Wiggin it says you should try the under French braid, cross under instead of over. Sudden death round.
Maybe for another time. Oh my.
You know, yours looks better than mine. Yours looks more like a braid than mine.
Well, go ahead and stop the thingy. We did two different things though, and
well, true.
Mine
but
still doesn't look that good. Look at it critically. For instance, look at this here on the side.
yeah, but look at that. That is. It starts out great here.
But it looks like it'd be pretty if you wore it.
It's great here, but then it just sort of.
Yeah. No, it looks like it'd be pretty. This is actually a prototype, so it doesn't have the hook enclosure. So I'm gonna tuck that under there because, yeah. But.
Yeah, I think you've won. Just
well, no, they get to decide, and
okay.
I think that what you did would be very pretty. The way that it exposes the pink
well, it would be very pretty if it were done correctly.
Mine's not even centered. Yours still looks deliberate. Mine looks like I failed.
No, I'm gonna say no. So yeah, all right, folks. Let's hear from you.
Who won? Who's next? You decide.
Oh, it just kicked me out. I'm on a laptop too, so I can moderate comments. But here, let me get back in here. Liz says it's a tie. Kathleen says it's me, but just by a nose. Julie says I won. LS says you did.
Flattery will get you nowhere. I'm already married.
Serene gives it to you too. See, he did better than he thinks he did. Let's see. Time for the time to face off. That's right. See, so I mean, I think honestly, oh gosh, people do say that maybe it is. I think honestly, it's kind of you, and I agree with what Krista says. Yours looks deliberate. I made a poor choice, I think, strategically by doing it down the center because it definitely did not turn out centered, and his stayed on the side. So
it's only because I've still got it clipped. But anyway,
mine is that doesn't matter. So I think it's you. I think you literally just won this.
I wouldn't call it creativity, Serena. I was just literally copying the instruction sheet here. But thank you for the vote of confidence.
That's right. I think it was a brilliant strategic choice.
Side braid by a head. Har.
So yeah. I guess that's a good note to self. Next time, try this on the side. That way, if it is kind of sloppy, it looks intentional. But the color looks really sweet like that.
Yeah.
I think that was a good choice, Nigel.
Thank you, my treasure. Besides, it was the only one we had two of.
Oh, really?
That I could find. We had two prototypes of the same color, so I figured, all right, make it fair. Get this pterodostro clip here.
Does that start with a P?
Yes.
Pterodostro.
Yeah. Pterodostro. Alrighty.
So yeah, that's it. That's it for this particular live stream. Let's take a look before we go at whether or not my lashes held up. I think they did. I think that they really brought out the oomph. I will try to write something on Instagram about what went into this in case you're interested in duplicating with something with this color palette. I'm going to sit back just a little bit so the light doesn't completely wash it out. I also changed the color of my foundation a little bit to play with the contrast. So I actually used Makeup Forever's 230, which has a slightly pink undertone. I used that, and I also used a pink colored setting powder for my face. So it did kind of like add to the contrast because it's cool tone, white, orange.
Jones
really stands out.
Joan says you both win for the entertainment factor. Thank you, Joan.
Yes. So I think the trophy for who did the best braid goes to my straight, cisgendered British husband.
Thank you. One does one best.
who has never tried this before. I told you we would be very evenly matched.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm still proud of myself though, because that is the best I think I've ever done at this. That's very sad, but I'm still gonna take that as a win.
I mean, I've made a plait for of like bread, but not on hair. That is complicated.
Yeah, so a round of applause for everybody who can actually do this.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, definitely. Anyone who can do that without looking, like Becky here.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Becky Stern. She's on oh, what the heck was it again? Oh no, I forgot the website. It's a thing. I put it somewhere. So, but yeah, she did a beautiful job. I think I put it actually here. I did.
Yes,
so Instructables. So yeah, she did a beautiful job with her instructions there. You did a beautiful job mixing cocktails, and now I think I need some kind of dinner. So
yeah, dinner sounds good. I'll see what we can. What's thawed.
Yes. So well done, dear.
Thank you, my treasure.
I appreciate you being such a good sport about all of this.
No worries.
You are both a gentleman and a scholar.
Well, scholar, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, everybody.
Yes, indeed.
We hope you have a wonderful weekend. You want to say anything else before we depart?
Well, thanks for being so kind, but yeah, that sucked. Well, I would not win any. I could not charge money for doing that. Put it that way. I couldn't make a living doing that.
We were pretty upfront about that from the beginning,
yes.
though, that this was going to be a comedy of errors.
Oh, Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, and Boris Karloff, Comedy of Terrors, fun film.
It's only missing like Christopher Lee and Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you for joining us.